All right, Adobe's latest earnings report is out. And wow, is it sending a message about where the company is headed in this new age of AI? So today, we're going to break down all the key numbers, the AI strategy that's making it all happen, and what this actually means for you if you're an investor. So Adobe just dropped its third quarter results for 2025. And after a bit of a nail-biting period for investors, these numbers came through loud and clear. The company absolutely beat expectations. And the story behind why? Well, it's really all about one thing.
Okay, let's start with the big headlines. This wasn't just, a good quarter for Adobe. It was a record smasher, and because of that, they're feeling confident enough to raise the bar for the entire year. First up, the big number, revenue. The company brought in a record-breaking $5.99 billion for the quarter. I mean, that's a huge signal that things are firing on all cylinders. And that record revenue, it works out to 11% growth compared to this time last year. In the kind of economy we're in right now, hitting double-digit growth like that is a really, really big deal. So, riding this wave, management went ahead and officially raised its targets for the full year. They're now projecting more total revenue, higher earnings per share, and, importantly, stronger growth in their digital media ARR. And that's their annual recurring revenue from subscriptions. It's a super important metric for the health of the business. So, you have to ask, what is fueling all this incredible momentum? Well, if you listen to the earnings call, there is zero doubt about it. The engine driving Adobe's success right now is artificial intelligence. The CEO, Shantanu Narayan, couldn't have been clearer. He called AI a tectonic technology shift. I mean, that's not just hype. He said it's Adobe's biggest opportunity in decades. This isn't just some new feature for them. It's the absolute core of their entire strategy going forward. And look, here's the proof that this is way more than just talk. The company revealed that its recurring revenue from products that have AI baked in has now blasted past $5 billion. To put that in perspective for you, that number was just $3.5 billion at the end of last year. That's explosive growth. And what's really crucial here is that they're also building entirely new revenue streams. The money they're making from what they call AI-first products, we're talking Firefly, the Acrobat AI assistant, that has already blown right past their full-year target. It's already over $250 million. Okay, so let's get a little more granular. Let's look at the actual products that are turning this AI strategy from a plan into real dollars and cents. Adobe is really pushing a whole family of AI tools. You've got Firefly for all the creative stuff, the Acrobat AI assistant for making sense of documents, and then these heavy hitters like GenStudio and the AEP AI assistant, which are aimed right at their biggest enterprise clients. They are weaving AI into literally every corner of their business. And their game plan for this is actually pretty simple and, well, really smart. It's a two-part play. First, they're supercharging their classic, world-famous apps like Photoshop with new AI powers. And second, they're building brand new products that are pure AI from the get-go. And oh boy, is it working. Customers are absolutely flocking to these new tools. Just look at the quarter-over-quarter growth, a 40% jump in people using the Acrobat AI assistant, and a 30% spike in monthly users for the Firefly app. It's clear people aren't just kicking the tires. They're adopting these tools fast. All right, so now we get the AI story. Let's connect the dots and see how all that energy is actually boosting the numbers across Adobe's main business segments. So the digital media part of the business, that's your Creative Cloud and Document Cloud, is still the absolute powerhouse, making up more than 3/4 of the revenue. But the digital experience side, which handles all the big enterprise marketing stuff, is also a huge and growing piece of the pie. And the metric that really matters for both of them, subscription revenue, is just incredibly strong. Both segments posted double-digit growth year over year. That's not just one part of the company doing well, that's solid, healthy growth across the board. Okay, so we've crunched the numbers, we've looked at the AI strategy. Let's pull it all together now and figure out the single most important thing to take away from all this if you're watching Adobe stock. So after all of that, what's the bottom line? What's the one thing you really truly need to understand as an investor? Well, when you look at the record revenue, the crazy momentum in AI, and how confident management is, the bull case for Adobe just becomes crystal clear. These guys are executing beautifully. They're proving that they can make real money from AI right now, not sometime in the future, and the data shows their customers are all in on these new tools. And this all leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question.
For years, right, investors were worried that AI was this big threat that could disrupt Adobe's whole business. But after this quarter, that whole conversation has flipped. With AI now a proven, powerful growth engine, you have to wonder, has Adobe just used AI to lock in its dominance for the next 10 years?